else that you want to do, extras, that comes second, right? So I totally get it. I get it, my friend. It's not a problem. Right, so what we're going to do, not salt. Remind me not to salt this, otherwise more moisture will come out and then we're going to have a right mess on our hands. So I need pepper and I need paprika. Paprika's here, and black cracked pepper. I said this last time, didn't I? What's pepper, chef? Lemon pepper. Right, so I think we're going to need a considerable amount. This is a lot of hash browns. Maybe I should change it to 1 russet. But, you know, still a cheap meal for what you're going to get. Cheeky pepper, I know, right? I'm going to put a few teaspoons, I'd say about 3 teaspoons of pepper, of paprika in there as well. VB, thank you so much, dude, for the cheeky gift sub for Rexus. That's so kind of you, amigo. So kind of you. And there you go, Rexus. You can get your no McDonald's again, Kappa. But VB, thank you so much for the gift sub. That's so kind of you, amigo. We get some love and hype in chat, guys. I appreciate it. I can find the pepper. I don't know why I keep saying that. Though, I've been losing my voice today, but I have been saying pepper the last couple of days. I don't know why I've been saying it. But anyway, there's those beautiful hash browns all mixed up very nicely. Do I really want to? Let's melt some butter. I feel like I need to do this in butter, guys. Oh my goodness me. I mean, I have got bacon fat, but I'm keeping that for the eggs, so that's good to go. But thank you so much for the love, VB. And Rexus, do you want cheeky red and VB green? I'm guessing you want green, amigo, right? Do you want me to put you on the sub borders green? Ooh, right. Let's grab myself another pan. Non-stick pan would be great. Yeah, let's use this one. This one's good. I'm just going to put a little bit of touch of butter on there. Just quickly clarify some. Whew. Love my cheeky red. No problem, my friend. We can get you on there. Le beurre. What's le beurre, chef? Le butter in French. Oh, I've got some odds and sods butter in here. I can use that. That's good. So, as I said, if you haven't got any butter in the house and you haven't got any to clarify, just use oil, that's fine. Or if you've got enough bacon fat left over, then use that. That's okay as well. Where's my little pan? It's over here. Just going to melt that very quickly. Woof! My voice is holding together. I thought I was going to lose it earlier on. Earlier on, I was just like, I gotta talk. It is coming back slowly. So hopefully, I should be okay for the rest of the day. I mean, I'm not bothered after streaming, because like I don't really say much after streaming, because I'm just busy doing work, but alright. Perfect. I had to Google cheeky chef. Uses it so much, I do. Being a British chef. It's a British saying. Being like saying, oh, he's very mischievous, but nothing naughty, nothing bad. Being cheeky, he's been a rascal, No butter in the house, madness. Exactly. Butter is like one of your basic commodities that you should have. But, if you haven't got any, oil is another option. Right, let's turn this one to a low heat because we don't want to burn that butter. I'm going to flick this around. Why does it look so dark on stream? It's like really light outside. I have no idea why it's so dark. Well, there we go. Oh, I think it's because the sun is usually by the door when I start the stream, and it's usually there most of the time. By the afternoon, what's it now? 1 o'clock? Yeah, it usually gets a little bit more darker because like the sun's going around the house. So, new viewer, who dis? Who dis? This is Chef John Reed, the real Derpy Doom. How's it going, buddy? It's good to have you here. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. If you want to know a little bit more about me, professional chef from trade for 14 years in the industry. Been on Twitch teaching people how to cook for 2.5 years. We do full-time cooking here Monday to Friday. This is my full-time job. British chef living in America. Moved over since last September, a year ago this month. Got married to my wife a year ago, October next month. And we do all sorts of foods from healthy to unhealthy, simple dishes, fine dining dishes. We do all sorts of stuff here. So lots of lovely things. I hope you're enjoying the stream. It's good to have you here. And there's also a little clip there about, like, if you want to know about my kind of background or who I've worked for. If you click that clip, you can see who I've been working for and where I've been working and that. Oh, wasn't expecting a TLDR. What's that? An introduction. Well, you do here, my friend. I respect all my viewers, and hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Right. How is that little fly? Where did he come from? Oh, he's gone. There we go. Okay, so this is heating up very nicely now. Just waiting for this butter to kind of melt, and then we're just going to let it stand and then clarify it. Probably going to clarify it from the pan by just using like a little ladle and then just grabbing the ones without the milk solids in it and then just pour it into the pan. And look, welcome back, Mr. Cheese. Also, guys, please feel free to enter that giveaway. I've got £10 and $10 Amazon gift cards. If you spend money on Amazon, feel free to enter it, guys, even if you've won it before. Enter again. Exclamation mark giveaway. Giving away to, I'll announce the winners on Sunday on my Discord, exclamation mark Discord, if you want to join that as well. Oof. Thank you, Rexus. Clarified butter. Certainly is. So it's just melting down nicely. I should have done this like first thing this morning, but I thought I was going to use the bacon fat, but I guess we could start on some bacon fat, but yeah, maybe I'll use a little bit of bacon fat. I'm not going to use all of that for the eggs because that's like a considerable amount. So just to start us off, I might just start on that to begin with. Beautiful. Right. Let's have a look. And then all we need to do, technically, is cook our sausage, not forgetting that, and cook the eggs. That's all we need to do next. So should be very straightforward. Right. As long as there's enough there for the eggs afterwards. There we go. Oh, beautiful. So good. Right. So I'm just going to start cooking that down very nicely. Maybe on a little bit higher heat. I don't want to go too crazy, but actually medium is fine because we don't want to cook it too fast because you need to cook it out. You want to cook it very steadily. You don't want to cook it too fast. That's all love. Beautiful. Here a sizzle. Yeah, it's sizzling down in that bacon fat. No, let's not put the flour in the fridge. That would be very entertaining. Where's my little spatula? Actually, my spoon would be good. What did I do with it? Oh, it's in the beans, isn't it? Of course. Right. So those beans are really nice and thick as well. I might just touch it up with a little bit of water before we serve them up, but apart from that, they're looking very good. Nice and moist. And tender. So just got to be careful they don't dry out too long on there though. So I'm just going to add a little touch of water to them in a sec. Not yet though. I do love clarifying butter. Raises its like smoke point. Yeah, exactly, it does, and it stops it from burning, which is great. So you know, definitely worth using now and again. Beautiful. These are looking great already. Starting to cook down very nicely. We want to get a nice little kind of golden texture on there. Get them nice and crispy. So this is going to be for like the side. I guess I could start like, where's my phone as well? Let's take some more videos. I guess I could start cooking down the sausage patties as well. So we can get them ready. We've got quite a bit of hash browns to cook, but that's fine. Plenty to cook. So there's my hash browns cooking away nicely. Beautiful. Looking great already. From a usage point of view, is there like much or any difference between like clarified butter and ghee? Ghee doesn't really have the butter solids, so not really. I guess if it was like a dairy point of view, I suppose. But I need to double check. Dairy, just to clarify, no puns there, guys. Just to clarify, ghee isn't dairy, right, guys? Pretty sure it's not, right? I don't know about that one, but I'd say that's the only difference, with all honesty. I suppose you could use ghee, but I just need to double check on that one, though. Ghee's not dairy, right? Pretty sure it's not. But yeah, it doesn't have any milk solids, so it wouldn't burn. So it acts as a kind of like similar thing as like, pretty much like, yeah, clarified butter. Oh, it is dairy, is it? Oh, okay, I'll take that back then. I was wrong. So what's the difference then between, because I thought it wasn't dairy, that's why it was ghee. So what's the difference between clarified and ghee then? Somebody Google it, because I don't actually know. I'd love to learn. I'd love to know. Because I haven't cooked a lot with ghee. I have used it in the past. But what is the difference then? It's dairy. They just take the milk fat out of it. Butter with the fat taken out. So technically it's clarified butter then. Specific kind of clarified butter. So what's the difference? That was a good question. I don't know. There you go. See, I'm not all full of the answers, guys. Somebody Google and find out. I'd love to know, guys. That'd be grand. Yes, but it still has dairy. It's some sort of clarified butter for cooking, as opposed to butter for, like, toast. If you type in Google, what's the difference between clarified butter and ghee? Type that in, guys. I want to know what the difference between that is. Ghee differs slightly in its production. Like the process of creating traditional clarified butter is complete once the water is evaporated and the fat clarified is separated from the milk solids. However, the production for ghee includes simmering the butter, which makes it nutty taste. Oh, so you cook it out. Ah, okay. I get it. A vegan would never eat. Yeah, exactly. But, oh, there we go. So that's the difference then. So basically, the ghee is pretty much cooked out, so you get that kind of almost... You're kind of cooking out the clarification, not kind of turning it brown, because when you do like a beurre noisette, which is kind of basically burning the milk solids in the butter, it gives it that nutty brown flavor. But if you're kind of doing... It's almost like a beurre noisette without the milk solids then, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what it sounds like. That's an interesting one. Okay, so they just let it boil then. Okay. So overnight. This makes it more like yogurt, but this is like churned with water to obtain the cultured butter, which is okay. So it's a different kind of process then. Okay. I appreciate it. Thanks for the info, guys. It's always fun to learn, right? Always fun to learn. So I'm just going to let these kind of crisp up very nicely now, without burning. Could do with a little touch of butter in there. I'm going to go too crazy with it. I'm going to add a little touch of oil as well, guys, because like I feel like I don't have enough butter here to do like all the potatoes we got. So part butter, part oil. Just needs that little bit of oil in there just to kind of brown it up. Otherwise, it's just going to burn. Write this down. I know, right? Before you forget. Hash browns, delicious. What we're going to do with those... Oh yeah, now they're starting to crisp up nicely. Okay. What we're going to do with those, we're just going to let them crisp up nicely. I'm going to set them aside and then we can take pictures afterwards. So my bacon's good to go. Move that aside. Also can start putting the butter and stuff away. All I need to do is cook the sausages. Oh, I can cook the mushrooms as well in the same pan as the sausages. So I can start pulling stuff out once I'm done with this hash browns. We should be good. So what we got in here? Let's have a look at the sausages. We also need to cook the eggs, and we also need to cook the mushrooms. The eggs I'm just using 2. So we got like flat, long sausage patties. Why have I done them long? Well, because the tortilla is usually long. I thought, you know, it might be equivalent to do a long rectangle patty rather than it being a round one. So, you know, think about these things. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Start getting that beautiful caramelization on there with the potatoes. Fantastic. Sorry guys, I'm not flicked over, am I? Right, let me put some of this stuff away because I'm making a right mess on here. Did you have like a preference of style of cooking to be in a cuisine, or like type of read? Prefer like corner pub or high standards, Michelin star, working chef for Chef Ramsay? Depends on the establishment I was cooking for, but I always had like high standards when I was cooking. So even if it was like working in like a hotel or a pub, I'd still like, I mean, I wouldn't be cooking like Michelin star standard because, you know, it's not required in certain establishments. But, you know, I'd still do very good high standard foods. But what I prefer, I like cooking anything, to be honest with you, even from rustic. Sometimes I do have the urge to do fine dining cooking and do something fancy. So yeah, I do miss it. I do like it. But I just don't like to do the same thing every day. Whereas like on here, we can cook all sorts of things from different things. But I'd say my favorite type of cooking is got to be doing desserts or pastries, because you're more artistic with it. You know, you can have a little bit more flair on it. So I would say that's my kind of favorite. Normally when I get sausage burrito, cooked as you would ground beef in pieces and spread through the eggs. Yeah, that's another way of doing it, isn't it? You could buy the like either a pork or sausage mint, and it's just like ground down, and it's like probably mixed up. But I actually wanted to have like little layers in there, so you'd have like the sausage, the bacon, then the mushrooms, then the egg, then the cheese, and the hash browns on the side, you know? So I just wanted to do it as layers. But yeah, I've seen that as well, when they just kind of like mince it up and grind it down, and then they mix it through in the burrito. Very nice. Different way of doing it, but I just wanted that little sausage patty in there. How to do it? Rectangle it. It's another nice way to do it, right? Oof. Right, let me add a little touch. This is starting to go a little bit dry, which we don't want to do. So just going to add a little touch of molecule of water in there, just to keep it nice and moist. I will heat it back up once it's ready to go. Now I have a bit of seasoning. Taste it. We can taste the beans now, actually. See what they're looking like. Right, those hash browns are almost there. Or the first batch, at least. Very delicious. Does need salt, though. Now, not too much salt, because you need to bear in mind, you got the bacon. Also, the sausage is a little bit salty as well. You're going to have some seasoned hash browns on the side. You're going to have some saltiness from the cheese, so don't go overdoing it. All you need is like a touch of salt, not too much, all right? A lasagna burrito. Obligated stomach growl. Lasagna burrito, that's a nice one. You could do anything with burrito, to be honest with you. You can do your own takes with it if you really wanted. Right. Oh, yes. Now we're talking crispy. Crispy hash browns. Takes a little bit of time. Look at those beautiful crispy hash browns, guys. Look at that. Fantastic. Nice and crunchy. That's what we're after. I'm all meant like based on like your comment about like layers in it. Oh right, I see what you mean. Yeah, kind of, but not obviously those flavor profiles. But just more of like showing different type of layers. So when we cut through the burrito in half, you guys can actually see. Oh, there's the sausage, there's the bacon, there's the mushrooms, there's the egg. So it's all in different layers. But yeah, kind of, yeah. Not gonna lie. Oh my goodness me. Look at that crispy hash brown. Delicious. Oh, this is very good. Those are some good hash browns, guys. Very, very good. Right, just going to season these bad boys up and then get the next batch in. So as you notice, it really like wilts right down the potato to an extent, which is good because I'm not left with like too much hash browns as well. But right, set them aside on the tray there by the bacon. Right, next batch. Nope, that's not the spoon I had. That was my tasting spoon. Oh, I put it in the wash. Putting a little bit more in here. Not overfilling the pan. You don't want to overfill it too crazy because then it won't brown. And I will add a touch of oil halfway through, just to really crisp it up. Similar to potato rosti, yes, very similar. But obviously, the potato rosti, I suppose, you know, you kind of keep it in a ring and more flatter. But yeah, so good though. Oh, those are good hash browns, guys. Good day, chef. Has anyone wished you a happy birthday yet? No, they haven't, and nobody else will. Shouldn't have said that. Mister, how much butter do you want in the pot? An entire brick, or? Yeah, about a stick of butter, which is about 114 grams, I think, which I'm not sure in ounces, but I think it's about, is it 6 or 8 ounces? I can't remember, or 4 ounces. I'll tell you now.